Aloha cupcakes. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been working on lettering, and I've been doing this thing with the Speedball book. That is this. So today I'm going to actually use this rather than show you what the lesson looks like, and we're going to see if my skills have improved any. And I'm going to use the Meyer's mop. Okay, so we're going to talk about that one. So let's start with a couple things. I'm using this different kind of paper. It's still paper. It's just not balloting paper. It's fancy paper. Now, I also did have to speed this video up because when I went to go play this back, this took me 40 minutes. So, obviously, my speed hasn't improved at all, but that's fine. Now, I am using the Meyer mop, and it is a Meyer mop, not Meyer's mop. I've had to correct myself several times, and I'm probably going to mess it up a few more. Now, this brush, I don't know if I had mentioned this in the other videos, but this brush has been around for a little bit, and it has been abused a bit because I don't like lettering quills. Let's call it what it is. It's a little stiff. It's got a little gunk in it, and I cleaned it the best I could, but it's still a little rigid, and it's still a little frayy. It flares out a lot extra. So yeah, we're just gonna work with it. I'm gonna keep working with it. This is the brush I've been working with for the last like 3 weeks almost. I thought it was 2 weeks. Apparently it's 3 weeks. I don't know how to read a calendar either. But here we are. I am working with it. I am trying to follow along with these lessons, though I do have a tendency of painting upside down. It's just easier for me. It's more comfortable, and I mess up a little bit less. I stress a little bit less. Not a lot of bit less, just a little bit. So if you are trying out the Speedball book, follow the instructions correctly. I've learned how to paint upside down for whatever insane reason that I have. And as weird as it looks from everyone else's perspective, it's just what I'm used to doing. So don't do that. Learn how to paint correctly. Don't mess up. Just the same. Yeah, I screw up still a little bit, and this brush is probably a little... See, look. Screwing up. Q-tips. Q-tips are magical. Also on this construction paper stuff, or this which is alcohol something paper, it wipes off a little bit, not a lot. Like I still have to go in there and like really clean it up, but for the most part, enamel wipes off. Now, for reference, I am also using alpha enamel, and I'm using white. That's one of those if you know things. So I did not make this easy on myself, obviously. It's I don't think that any white completely covers well. I will say that this one actually works surprisingly well because I've left the cap off more than once on this. Yeah, there's been some errors in my shop lately. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Some stuff gets messed up around here, and like a couple of the paint bottles got left open, and they skinned over, and I had to peel the skin out of it, and they're a little bit thicker than they were before. As a result, though, this alpha white is working fairly a lot better, actually. I've been striping with it. I've been using it for a lot of the other stuff. I've definitely done a lot of rad finks with it lately because it's just that's that time of year. Because while I'm filming this, I'm also actively painting like a half dozen things for the Rad Fank show. So anyways, because you're really more concerned about how well the Speedball thing's been working for me. So after now 3 weeks of practice with it and working with this consistently, doing the drills that are in the first few pages of the book, because I've only done the because the whole thing is just practice. It's not any like decisive lessons that are in there or anything like that. It's just diagrams showing you how to do the lettering. And I've been working with just the block lettering and the Gothic lettering, which that doesn't mean like some freaking listening to the Smiths and wearing like black eyeliner. It's Gothic, which is a font type. Some of you understand what I just said. Some of you are like, I don't know what that means. And that's fine. Go listen to some more 80s music. Dark Wave will change your life or make you hate British music from the 80s. I don't know. But it is, in fact, a font style, and it's similar to block lettering with a little bit of accent. It's the same structure of block lettering with a little bit of spacing and a little bit of just accent details. It's not anything super complex. So I've been doing those exercises because I don't know when I stopped being able to do block lettering. Like, I can't narrow it down specifically. I'm assuming it had something to do with breaking my wrist. That's usually the reasoning why I can't do a thing that I used to do. And then this one, because I actually drew out the letters rather than taping them. So a couple of them, when I can't see where the guidelines went, I kind of messed up. Like, between the D and the B, it's a little crooked. Part of that is because I just have not figured out how this brush flares. But I wanted to work with this brush specifically for a couple of weeks. I wanted to see if I could get this type of brush to work for me. And it kind of does. I don't know that this is something that I would... I think they're pretty cool brushes, the way that they fan out and the way that they flare. You just have to learn how to control that. And it's something that I probably need to put a little bit more work into. I do have 2 sets of these because one of my friends is getting a set because he is where I am with this. Like, we need to work on this. So I'm sending him one set because I have one set of these that is just the ones that you're seeing here. And then I have another one that's... No, it's only a 3 brush set. One of them I have 4 brushes. The other one I have 3, and it's the larger or the smaller size. This is the larger size with the smaller one. The other one's just the smaller ones. And then I think what I need to work with this, because so I'm using a smaller one to do the thinner lines, and I didn't plan out this M as well as I thought I did. So I have to correct myself a bit. A lot of it. So apparently I have to just redo the M. It's going to be a little thicker than the other one as a result. And I'll probably have to over thicken the other one and screw up the same so that both letters are equal. See, look, Q-tip. Did it again. That's the thing with this one. It's not like how a chisel brush works. It has this weird, like, flariness to it where it just kind of snaps out right when you pull the brush. And then I've got a couple of just loose freaking hairs on this thing. Some more of that learning stuff. As I drag my elbow in the paint again. I also love that white is the most unforgiving color to work with. But, and then this stuff, because it's thicker than it used to be, now I'm having to reduce it a lot extra. And then I also thought that this wasn't going to take so long, so I didn't bother to palette in a cup. I paletted on the paper. If you're going to do lettering, please don't do that. It takes longer than pinstriping does. So palette in a cup where you have your reducer and you can mix it and you can get the right texture right off the bat, because this is infinitely more difficult, and I didn't realize it until I started using the thinner brush, and now it's like I'm double doing every one of these lines as a result of it. So yeah, mix it in a cup. Don't do it flat on the palette. And it's not even a humidity thing. Normally I have problems with humidity, but I'm actually running the swamp cooler, so I'm at like 30% in the garage. It's finally warm enough to run this swamp cooler. Yay! I know you're not excited. You're not even impressed by it, but that's fine. It's nice for me. So the thing with these quills and the way that they do stuff like this, I don't know that I'll ever get used to the way that it does this. Detail brushes create such a sharper edge to them than these do, and I just don't know that I like the way that these do that. And yeah, I know. Normally, if I was going to do this, like if this was a lettering job, I guarantee you I'd be outlining these letters, even if I was just to outline it in white. But the whole point of this was for me to just use the Meyer mops and use the Speedball, their design structure for this. So if I keep this one, I will end up painting over and outlining everything with a detail brush or a scrolling brush or one of those to clean it up. But I don't think that the smaller quill is my favorite thing to do the detail work with. I just don't like the way that it edges. That's all. It's when you're a pinstriper, the edge of a line is just as important as everything else. And I don't know if that's just something that bothers me because I'm a striper, or if it just bothers me because I'm just not doing it right. It's probably both, but because like if I was to outline these, even if I was to just outline them, just basic outline, I could clean up about 90% of the deficiencies that are in this. I just don't think I have the patience to try to do that with this lettering brush. So maybe if I get bored this evening and I'm literally just struggling to figure out how I can waste some time, then I'll do that. But given that it is a piece of paper and it's just me doing this for the sake of me having an update for all of you, probably not. I mean, unless somebody actually wants this cleaned up and they actually would like to have this piece of paper, then by all means, I will finish it and make it look pretty. And also, please don't make me do that. No, you know what? Go ahead. If you want this thing and you actually want this piece of paper for whatever insane reason you want to hang it in your shop or whatever, I'll do it. I'll make it look pretty. I'll clean it up. But if you don't, this thing's going in the trash. And I don't know what the time frame on that will be. I will eventually lose patience with it, or it'll go in the stack. Actually, I have not thrown out a single one of the paintings that were done for any of the brush testing videos. So it'll probably just go in that stack, and it can stay there forever. It's paper. It doesn't get in the way at all. It's fine. Now, one thing I will tell you guys, and this is just me. I hate the letter S. I don't like it. And this font, because it has this weird fat line down the middle to make the S, I like this one even less. But the actual block letter and the Gothic font S, I've learned how to do those in a single stroke finally. So I don't hate those as much. But this one, no, absolutely detest this S. I do not like it. I don't recommend it. Find another font. That's all I'm going to tell you on that one. I realize this is on like page 5. So I'm sticking with the book to do this, but I do not like that S. But the drills that are in the first couple of pages where it has like just the basic shapes and everything that were associated with it, they really helped me with my S's. And now that I'm looking at the overhead shot, my E's look terrible. It's fine. It's fine. All 4 of them look terrible, but at least I'm consistent. Hey, that's all right. You're about to see it right in here. See that? You can't really see it yet. You'll see it. You'll see it. Right. Oh, there. That's when I noticed it. I screwed it up. And I went too far with the edge of that. Now I have to make it on both of them go too far. And then it's like they're too close. I think these are drawn out. I'm following my own lines. So I drew this wrong. These are the frustrations I'm having with lettering. And then it's fine because I didn't do like I've done for when I was doing the show and I was in Autorama and I did everything. I used tape between each of the letters so I could make sure that the spacing, no matter what I did, was going to be flawless. On this piece of paper, I did not do that, and it shows. And then the vertical lines, I probably would have done a lot better to leave an entire grid and then fill in the grid squares versus trying to just do the letters by hand and then just eyeball it. But I honestly thought I was going to do better at this. So, yeah, do it a grid. Just measure it out. Be a sign painter. Do all of that correctly, because the smallest little defect will show when you go to paint it, and you're like, oh, look, I already painted it. Great. But notice how I kept working. I didn't throw it out. I didn't get frustrated like I normally do and toss it in the trash. In fact, this is the one and only take I did with this, because a few of the videos I've had to reshoot because apparently I don't know how to operate an SD card. Granted, there are also 4 cameras involved in this video. So, and then right here, I like the way this shot looks, but you're not supposed to have the action of any given video clip all the way in the far corner. It's not how that's supposed to work. I just like the way the shot looked, so we kept it in. So yeah, there we are. That's how this is going, and I'm glad you stuck around to watch. Thank you. Okay, it's not perfect. I've still got a long way to go. This is only 2 weeks into it, but I am not entirely upset with it, and I don't want to throw the lettering quills out into the driveway. So that's progress, right? Anyhow, till next time, stay moist, my friends.